Hello Leo, and welcome to your reading for the 12th until the 18th of April. You're on Galactic Soul Healing. My name is Sonia Jane. So if your sun, moon or ascendant is in the sign of Leo in your astrological birth chart, parts of this reading may apply or the whole thing might apply. It may be relevant for you. And we're going to look at something from your past, maybe recent or a bit further back than that. Something that's kind of in your field presently, some energy that you might be feeling, and then also something you might like to be aware of, as well as a possible outcome. And then we're going to grab some oracle cards for your spirit guidance at the end as well, and not to mention a galactic collective card too. And so let's have the deck here. So we are just going to, well, that one just shot off, so that's going to be one of them. And I will hold them up. I'm just going to grab three. This is going to be something in your past. And here we have the... Okay. Wow, this is almost like another reading we just had. The Nine of Cups. Okay. So there's been something... There's some kind of conflict or something that you've overcome, which just recently, which may have been internal, and that you're in a pretty good place now. And part of that is that you have, this is very much like the last reading, you've activated almost like that a playful aspect of yourself. So you've stepped into a lighter vibration. And it's like this other reading we just had of cancers, were like people just jumping timelines because of the solar eclipse that's sort of helping people to overcome things. So you've basically gone from this to this. And that what's enabled you to do that is this reawakening of maybe a playful aspect of yourself. You now have an ability to activate your passion, or you found something that you really enjoy doing, which may be something from your childhood, maybe not, maybe a new thing that you've tried, and you're now feeling like, you know, things ain't too bad now. I think I got things a little bit more sorted. I know what I need to do in order to make myself feel uplifted and happy, despite what's going on, you know, around me and around the world and all the rest of it. And really it's about, you know, becoming present, becoming into the present moment. So just recently you've kind of really jumped into that little beautiful time space of being present. And sometimes it does take us effort to get there, and it might be that you've hit upon a little strategy or something that you do that literally just focuses yourself, bang, takes you out of this conflict, thought dominance kind of snowball monkey mind zone into, well, I'm just going to balance this on my nose now, and wow, all of a sudden that's all I'm thinking about. You know, and then you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's just see, you know, that's just sort of happened recently, but there might be another energy that you're feeling as well, or maybe something similar. So we're going to grab the three off the top here. And we have, now I don't read reversals, so we are just going to flip those over. So we have the Ace of Wands, okay, and this gentleman here, the King of Wands, is actually holding, almost looks like he's holding that particular wand, and then, sorry about that, we just have we have these Pentacles, the King of Pentacles as well. Okay, so you are definitely feeling more masterful and more centered within yourself. So currently, so you actually, you know, you've gone from strength to strength. This thing that's happened has just been really empowering for you. And this here is the Temperance. So you've also, maybe you're still, you know, you might be in this phase at the moment of fine-tuning that balance for yourself. But I mean, things are humming along pretty well, I would say, for you at the moment. There may be some, you know, some tweaks that you are kind of doing, balance things out a little more. Let's just see something you might need to be aware of. I have my Wonderland Tarot here, which I just love. It's so much fun. Let's cut the deck and just grab 3 off the top. So we have here so you have the Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, I thought it was, the Moon, yes, and the Hermit. So something you may not be aware of is that to create, you know, that balance of giving and receiving for yourself, you may also need to cultivate this thing about going within, just going within your mind, your meditation, into your thoughts and feelings, meditating, and perhaps just, you know, doing some reflecting on your life so far. If there's anything that you're not happy with, perhaps just bringing that into your conscious awareness. And this is the Hermit, so it's about taking time out for yourself. So it's like you've got yourself into a great place and you're feeling happier generally, but there's another deeper layer which you may not be aware of at the moment, or you may have an idea that I mean, it suggests that you, Leo, that you actually have a lot of responsibility and that you are working hard on that balance, but you may be giving out your energy externally a lot. That's what I'm getting from this reading. Even though you're passionate and you're creating balance and happiness for yourself, you may be giving out a lot. So this is a call to receive energy as well. So it might be tapping into that spiritual aspect of you. Maybe going out in nature and just receiving the frequencies of nature, which is what these guys are doing here. They're walking on the beach. I mean, you could walk in a forest, in a park, or somewhere that kind of you can feel your senses, just you're taken in by the environment, and you can just sort of receive all the frequencies there. And that may mean that you have to carve out some time for that. You know, so he's literally, there might be a whole ritual. He's literally kind of got his horse set up and he's got his armor on and he's sort of going off into the forest. So it might mean that you need to set aside a bit of time, maybe on the weekend, where you're going to plan to go on a fishing trip, or, you know, walking, hiking, or maybe you're going to, just go in nature, or go out in your garden, you know, just to really get some introspective time, and try to make it a time where you are not available for the demands of other people. So try and make it a solitary time where you can just focus on that connection between yourself, your soul, and your spirit and source, and just really being able to connect in a little more to the frequencies is what that's kind of suggesting. So the outcome, you know, so if you can do that, the outcome, let's see the outcome for Leo here. Okay, I've got 3 here. And wow, this is really lovely. Okay, gorgeous. Right, so we have the outcome here is that you may start to perceive, like, you know, other worlds, other dimensions almost, but other opportunities and possibilities that are open to you that you hadn't realized before. So by spending time with yourself and for yourself, the 7 of Cups can be about contemplating pluses and minuses, you know, trying around making decisions, but it can also be about activating your imagination, you know, and just looking at other possibilities that are out there. And this is the World card, so this is about looking forward to the future, but also just kind of really taking stock, and it's like a symbol of completion. The interesting thing is that that is directly below. I mean, it seems that you have accomplished a lot in the world, and you've also been very passionate about what you've been doing, and it's almost take what resonates, but it may be the end of a phase, or maybe you might feel like something's kind of completing and that you want to start something new, hence the Queen of Pentacles here, which is about nurturing yourself, being, you know, perhaps looking at the things that you've literally put on the shelf, that it might be time now to start looking at. So if you put some things on the back burner whilst you've been fulfilling responsibilities and everything, you know, maybe time to give yourself that gift and to allow your, you know, it may be this thing here, you know, allowing your playfulness, your creativity, your spontaneity, what might be your intuition, your spiritual connection, it might be something creative, you know, it could be anything that you've now just wanting to revisit. That looks absolutely fantastic, and it looks like you will be revisiting those things. So the outcome is that you will get inspiration, you will be you know, congratulating yourself for, basically, this is like a completion. It's almost like, you know, mind, body, emotion, spirit. You've kind of come to this great place of yeah, completion, and you will be looking at those things, or contemplating the next phase. Okay, which, like I said, could be characterized by those things that we've listed. So Leo, let's just grab a couple of cards for your spirit guidance. A couple of oracle cards, and we have here, actually I have 2 or 3 decks here we can look at. This is the Animal Guardian. So wow, it's interesting. Yeah, we have some animals here. I mean, we have a walrus, we have a horse, we have a lamb, we have, you know, that caterpillar there, we have the fish. I mean, if animals are, you know, if you're attracted to animals, it may be that, and you always wanted to have a dog or a cat, but you haven't had the time to look after them. If there's the end of the phase, maybe you'd like to, you know, acquire a pet or go to the zoo, or, you know, trust your instincts too was the little message on that thing. So that's about this here, when you're tapping into those things, just trust your instincts and sort of, if you can, move to what you're drawn towards. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Yeah, it feels to me, Leo, like you have a fantastic foundation here, that you are really, you've got a beautiful foundation, okay, that you can build on. And really just open up into whole other realms of your soul and what you wish to do to get that happiness, joy, and fulfillment. Yeah. Let's see, this is my Foxfire deck, so we're just going to grab a card from this as well. It has a very, you know, red Leo vibe. And it says here, immortality. So that could be something that you will be, the immortality of your soul, depending on what resonates and what your beliefs are, of course. But that's certainly a thing that you may like to be contemplating. So it might be something spiritual that you're going to look into. And the deck we're going to look at next includes some themes and keywords from the Bhagavad Gita, which also talks about the eternal soul. 22. I'm just going to read a really quick little bit from this, from my Foxfire book here. It says here, you are a lifetimes long seeker, and your soul has journeyed and travelled through skins and forms and elements time and again. In this lifetime, you are being offered the wisdom of all that has gone before, in order to continue the healing journey of your own soul. You are surrounded by the energy of the peach blossom tree, a great old tree that grows deep within the Kitsune realms, and those who reach it are small compared to its mighty branches. You are now climbing the tree of immortality, and as you climb, your soul is refining itself, becoming more pure, more wise, shedding all that once held you back. The tree of the immortals whispers to you that you are one of its children, that you are immortal, and that you will return to its branches again and again in the lifetimes to come. Isn't that gorgeous? And yeah, I mean, just recently you have kind of shed, you know, you've shed something, that conflict, that we were all feeling, it's kind of gone. That conflicting energy, that low vibe energy. It's almost like in the readings there's this theme of like we're all just looking at the conflict now for what it is, which is just conflict, and we're no longer getting wrapped up in it. I mean, literally next to the conflict you have this, Leo, and I believe that, you know, that's just awesome. It means that you're not getting caught up in the dramas anymore. Or there may be one particular drama that you are stepping back from that has really given you a new lease on life. Let's look at this. We're going to pull we're going to pull a card from the Path of Light Oracle. Wow, the heart. Okay, so that is something else that you may like to meditate upon is the heart. Let's just quickly see if we can find the heart here. 16, 17 and 18. Here we go, very quick paragraph. You can commune with your true self and connect with God and all that is through your heart. So that is the portal. It is through the callings and inspirations of your heart that the guidance of your soul is revealed. Listen to and act on this guidance above all else. And this is a little phrase from the Bhagavad Gita, actually, which is kind of cool. I am the self located in the heart of all creatures. I am their source. I am with them throughout, and all are reabsorbed into me at the end of existence. So that's talking about the creator, or the nature of God is that we are, God is within us and we are within God. So, so contemplating your spirituality, or finding out what that means for you personally, could be something that you might like to start looking into. Well, let's just grab a Galactic Heritage card now, which of course may be a collective that you feel resonant with, or that you perhaps have had incarnations with or on the collective. So let's go with I cannot believe it. This is the 4th in a row of Zeta Reticuli, mirror reflection. The Zetas must be around at the moment. Actually, there's a channel lightworker called Lee Harris. I believe he channels the Z's, which I think are the Zetas. So, you know, if you want to watch or listen to him on YouTube, could be interesting. Lee, that's L-E-E, and Harris. So let's just look at 99. That just came up. So, you know, obviously on YouTube, there's a lot of there are a lot of spiritual lightworkers putting out stuff on YouTube. So that could be interesting for you to look into. Here we go, 99. One of the reasons for the fearful Zeta encounters humans had in the past was so we could look into the reflection they represent and see ourselves. They were a major force to help humans confront their species' fears. They show us ourselves, a full journey of human consciousness from fear to love and to ultimate reunification with the source. This card asks you to begin looking at your fears as a reflection of what you need to see. Don't look away. As you look fear in the eye, you can begin to see transformation, and that you have all the answers you need. Let fear transform into love, as the Zetas did. So if you are sensing reluctance to perhaps, you know, consider your spirituality or the nature of your soul, and you might have a bit of fear, trepidation or resistance around that, it's saying look the fear in the eye and ask yourself, why do you have that fear? Okay, and you may be able to get some understanding around that, because sometimes things that we are scared of or that we resist or move away from can be something that that perhaps during childhood or our upbringing that or our family of origin, that perhaps their attitudes or their feelings towards those things were kind of negative, or maybe they were deconstructive or very extremely critical, or maybe intolerant of that particular thing. And that could be why that as adults sometimes we take on those characteristics towards, or we form judgments sometimes based on the judgments of our family of origin. So that's just looking into conditioning and that type of thing. But yeah, and you may, if you want to look at your subconscious and those patterns and beliefs that you feel are holding you back, or that bring up fear or trepidation for you, then you might like to talk to a therapist or a counsellor or a really good friend, or someone that you know who is going through a personal journey as well. So Leo, this is a fantastic reading. You have, you've accomplished so much, I get a feeling here, and that you are just starting now to kind of bring in some balance, just starting to maybe look at this need to take a little bit more time out to go a little bit deeper. And if you do, the outcome is going to be that you'll make new discoveries about yourself, and it will help you to really consolidate and move into a new phase, which will help you to sort of operate in that beautiful balance of heart and mind. And we head here to the the heart and trusting your instincts, okay, and growing within your current situation, because it seems that you've created a beautiful life for yourself. And yes, we're all going through spiritual growth now and soul awareness. So I wish you well, and I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will catch you again soon.